Hello crafty friends, this is the Papered Chef here. First of all, I'd like to wish you a Happy New Year, or should I say a Happy New Year, because today's tutorial is going to be how to cut out stamped images using the Brother ScanNCut. The model of ScanNCut that I'm using might be something that you got yourself for Christmas or someone got for you, and it is the ScanNCut 2 or the CM350. So what I'm going to show you is how to cut out these cute little frogs by Stampin Up. This is one of those free stamp sets you can get during our Sale-A-Bration event. Sale-A-Bration starts January 3rd. See, this says Sale-A-Bration. So this is a set that you get for free when you order $50 from any of our catalogs, whether it be the Occasions catalog that comes out or our annual catalog. Okay, so let's get started. So prior to this tutorial, what I have done is, let me just grab my mat, is I have stamped the images just to save time. Okay, I stamped the frogs that we're going to be cutting out with the ScanNCut using Memento Black Ink. The reason I use Memento Black Ink is because I like to color these frogs using blends markers, which I'll show you later. And I stamped this onto Whisper White cardstock. And now we're going to just start from start to finish, go through all the steps that you need to cut out any stamped images, whether you have this set. If you're a demonstrator, you may have this set because we are allowed to pre-order, or whether you have any stamp set. This tutorial will help you. Okay, so when you turn on your machine, you're just going to go right to home and you're going to see pattern or scan. Okay, pattern is when you're going to cut out built-in patterns from your Brother ScanNCut. We don't want to do that. We want to scan the image. Okay, so scan. Now the next thing you want to choose is direct cut. We're not saving the information. We're just going to cut out the stamped images. So we're selecting direct cut. Okay, this is just a temporary storage place. I just store it on my machine. Nothing actually gets stored. This is just temporary memory. I use black and white recognition mode again because these have high contrast between the black lines and the background. So you don't need color recognition mode unless you don't have a lot of contrast. Okay, then you're going to, oops, there goes my tripod. You're going to put this is a fairly new mat, so it's still kind of sticky. And then I just stick the Whisper White cardstock onto the mat, and then I just roll it with a little brayer I have, which is something new because I got this from Brother. I was kind of excited because my mats aren't very sticky and I'm doing anything I can to help. All right, then I'm gonna push, let me move the machine out of the way. I'm just gonna hold my hand like this. Okay, one hand like this while I load the mat. That's so that the mat goes in straight. Here's the button you need to load your mat. It's right here. Okay, so I'm pushing a little bit with my hand. I'm not pushing, I'm just holding the mat straight and I'm gonna load the mat. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and hit start. Whenever I'm cutting out Whisper White cardstock, I use a blade depth of 4. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm saying that one more time because the machine is very loud. They do have new models of Brother ScanNCuts, which I don't have. They are not as loud. But anyway, I'm using a blade depth of 4 with a standard blade, meaning this is the blade holder that came with the Brother ScanNCut. A blade depth of 4 only because I'm, let me just turn out this light. Oh, there it goes. See it a little better. Because I'm using Whisper White cardstock. You of course need to see what blade depth to use based on the cardstock that you're using. All right, so let me zoom in here. I'm not zooming, I can't zoom, it's a manual camera. I'm going to lower my tripod a little bit, or not lower it, but just bend it so you can see this screen a little better. Okay, so what it has done a great job recognizing my frogs. In fact, all 5 frogs were recognized, and that usually isn't the case. It's usually it's like, sometimes not every item is recognized, but that's okay. So this is great. So first of all, I'm going to say okay. That means okay, my frogs were recognized. And now, there's lots of stray bits. My mat's kind of dirty. So we can get rid of the stray bits a couple of ways. First, I'm just going to select the area I want to scan and cut. That'll get rid of all these stray bits and I don't have to do any work. The other way is I can say ignore small objects using this feature. So any small objects, I know that the smallest frog's about 1 inch, so I'm safe to say, like, ignore any, half an inch, it'll ignore the stray bits. And the third way is I can edit those out in the edit mode, which I've done in many of my tutorials. So please do check out my channel because there's loads of Brother ScanNCut tutorials here. All right, so next thing I want to do, let me go back to my example. Here's my example. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is add an outline distance around the frogs. So I've stamped them, but I want a little bit of outline distance. Again, this is up to you, but I love adding an outline distance of 0.04. I just like how those look for my embellishments. Okay, stick around till after we cut these, because I'm going to show you lots of projects that I created using these. And you're going to get a sneak peek. I'm going to go ahead and hit cut. You're going to get a sneak peek at some projects from our occasions catalog. All right, so what it's doing, just in case you're not familiar with the Brother ScanNCut, is it's cutting right now. It's cutting out those stamped images, right? It's kind of loud. I'll just show you the front of my occasions catalog. Kind of tattered. I did order some new ones to send out, so if you're interested in a occasions catalog, please use the form on my website. I'm not allowed to open it up yet until January 3rd. But these are just some new products coming out. Okay, so that's pretty exciting. Okay, so what I've done while that was cutting is I took out my little handy spatula. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you. I don't want you to miss any steps, crafty friends. So finish cutting, you say okay, you unload the mat with this button, and it says okay, and you unload the mat. Now here we are with the mat. I'm going to go ahead and peel away the Whisper White cardstock. Okay, and I am left with just the little frogs, and I'm going to use my handy spatula that came with the mat. Came with the Brother ScanNCut, and I just want to get one little frog hand, or were they called flipper? No, I guess they're called, I don't know. Here, they're not paws. What are the little frogs things called? Okay, they're not hands, but I guess we can call them hands. Okay, isn't that great? Awesome, it did an awesome job. Okay, let's get the rest off. You can either bend the mat and peel them off like that, or you can use your little spatula. And just do a combination of both will work. Let me get these all off and just show you our results. And then I'll tell you what I said while this is really cutting loud. As I said, if you would like a occasions catalog by Stampin Up, which is available January 3rd, I will gladly send you one. Just you have to use my request form. And obviously I need your address, but sometimes people don't give me their address. So I will that's fine. I'll send you a PDF of the catalog. All right, so here we go. That is the result. I need to just focus the camera. So that's our result with an outline distance of 0.04, Whisper White cardstock, Memento Black Ink, and an outline distance of 0.04, a blade depth of 4. Okay? So I'll put all these settings in the description. Okay, so now you're in for a treat. So I don't just show videos. I just don't believe in just showing you how to cut out stamped images using your Brother ScanNCut without showing you examples. And I always do this in my videos. I show examples of what I actually made after cutting out stamped images using the Brother ScanNCut. In this case, the bonus is you're going to get to see new products from our catalog. Okay, so first example. This is Hoppy for You, and the sentiment comes from, again, So Hoppy Together, the free stamp set you get when you order $50 worth of any products from our catalogs, starting January 3rd. Okay, Hoppy for You. I made little stickers out of, I have these little bottle cap stickers. I'll link to the products I used in the description. I used some gingham gala paper. That's a new, this is Grapefruit Grove, which went nicely with the Shaded Spruce. I used Wink Stella on the frog to make it glittery, and on the little bug, okay? And I just, popped that up with the dimensionals. Now these little cards and these little envelopes I'm gonna show you in my samples here are all from what's called the Memories and More collection. So there's this set in our occasions catalog called Bloom by Bloom. Okay, Bloom by Bloom. And I went to the onstage event down in Paris when I was there in November, and I got to create a card using this suite. And of course I didn't write Happy Day because I was in Paris, so I just wrote Mercy. But this is Bloom by Bloom. So you can, this is little dots that go with it, the stamp set, cards, this cute Calypso coral ribbon, the designer series paper. And so this just gives you an idea what the suite is all about. But these envelopes here, what I love about these is I'm so busy, so like this gives me instant cards. So this is Bloom by Bloom Sweet. This is the stamp. But the cards I got here in this package, and it is called, I'm allowed to show you packages of things, just not the catalog itself. So let's get everything focused. All right, it's called Happiness Blooms, Memories and More, Cards and Envelopes. Okay, so this is what you get in here. It says contents 40, so you get 40 cards and 40 envelopes. And they look like this. That's the little envelopes, and then you get the bigger ones. And so when I have my Stampin' Up workshops, it's great because I take these along and we can all make a card like instantly, and there's no scoring needed because even the cards are like scored for you. All right, so let me keep going. So here's the next example. So I put this little frog on a wobble spring, and I'll link to wobble springs. I put those on everything if you've been following my channel. I just like wobble springs to make your little, you know, some people say, oh, you can make them yourself, but I just like to buy these little plastic springs. You can see under there, it's a little spring. Okay, so again, this is just one of those cards. It goes with the little envelope. So when people do request catalogs, these are some of the things I send out, you know, with some samples with the catalog. Okay, some more, this is another example. And this is, I forgot to tell you, I don't know why I forgot to tell you that. Okay, these cards go with this. Okay, so what I've been using as the card basis is, let me focus this, it's called Happiness Blooms, Memories and More Card Pack. Okay, so here, more cutout stamped images. Okay, and I put them on, this one wobbles a little better. Okay, put the little frogs on a wobble and Happy for You on dimensionals. Okay, and I love the glasses. I'm thinking of doing something else with that little frog, like something like, you know, my Looking Sharp stamp or something, because these little glasses are so cute. Okay, here's a thank you card, and it uses stickers from the Memories and More card pack. So there were 4 sheets of stickers. So that's where this thank you sticker came from, and these little floral stickers and little leaves. And then I just glued him down because I want him to be flat like the stickers. Okay, so that's another example. And then I did an example using the big card. There's lots of big cards. Okay, so here's congratulations, and you can do anything. And I love this unicycle. All right, so those are the, let me just leave these here for a second. Those are your examples of what you can do after you cut out these awesome stamped images using the Brother ScanNCut. Okay, and then a sneak peek at this cardstock pack, this Memories and More card pack. You see, it just comes with all kinds of little cards to make instant cards. Lots of stickers, like 4 sheets of stickers. And of course, when it says Memories and More, that's because a lot of people use these for their planners. But I don't do those. I don't do planners. I don't really do scrapbooking and all that stuff. I mean, I do, but then I never really finish them. So anyway, this is just little cards I'm ready to make. This was ready to go. This was already printed on there. Good luck you've got this. I'm just going to add some other things to it. And here's some cards I started where I just mounted the little bases. I mean, look how easy this is. I just got to add some decorations. So thank you for watching this tutorial on how to cut out stamped images using the Brother ScanNCut. And I hope you will check out my blog for other crafty inspiration and subscribe to my channel if you're new to the ScanNCut, because I have loads of tutorials on how to use this awesome, awesome machine that does things like no other machine can. Okay, bye for now and Happy New Year.